you. I've been working hard to produce more good content for you guys on different platforms. So I have my Facebook platform as well as my TikTok platform and my Patreon page platform. I'm going to be doing more stuff there, so I want to encourage you to kind of follow me there as well. I just did some videos for those who maybe are either transients or nomads or full-time RVers, or maybe you're just looking for work for the winter months. Some leads on helping you to find things for you to be able to do. I go over it a little bit more in detail because let's just face it, if you're a seasonal worker, your job is about to end and everybody's looking for work. So I have some tips on some places that you can go to right now and look at. So check out my recently done videos. One is high paying gigs that are short and temporary, but they pay very well. And the other one is something a little bit more long term that you can look into that are sometimes full-time, seasonal, and part-time jobs as well that you can do. I do want to mention one place that I did not mention in the video was Amazon, okay? With Amazon, they will pay a little stipend for you to go and be in an RV park as well while you're working for them. So I wanted to kind of be helpful and come on and remind you guys that I just did those videos and they're very informative. They show you the website you can go to, the jobs, the perks, and even how much it pays if you are looking for work as a seasonal worker. Maybe you're just looking for work, period. Or if you're a full-time RVer looking for your next gig because you're done working for the summer, or you're a nomad, you live in a van, or you just traveling through and you want to make some money and hunker down for the winter months. A lot of these places do provide a space for RV, or they do provide dormitory style living. And so therefore there is a place for you to stay. So it's not like you got to go and then figure out where you're going to live. If housing is something you need, just make sure you're looking at jobs that offer those types of things. Now, I do want to encourage you guys to go on over to my Patreon page because I would love to have you subscribe to our page, whether it's a free subscription or you'd like to join our journey and help with that as well. Please make sure that you do that. So go on over to our Patreon page and sign up. I'm going to drop a link to that in the comments below so you can just click on it and go. Now, like I was saying, if you are looking for work, there is jobs available for full-time RVers, as well as nomads, as well as people who are just maybe living in the area and would like to find a job. Now, in my video that I just did, and I will put a link to those in the comments below, or you can subscribe to my channel and they will come up. You will see exactly where these jobs are. And guys, one of the perks of these jobs, especially because they're at resorts, guess what? You get to have perks of the resort. You get to ski for free. The food is free. A lot of them have dormitory type living, and you're working and making some money. Usually people want to hunker down for the winter months and they're not traveling as much. If that is you, go to my video, you guys, and check it out because it's going to tell you how much you're going to be getting paid. It's going to be telling you where you could stay for free. And if you're a seasonal worker, your job is ending. A lot of these campgrounds are going to be closing, especially in the Northeast, right? In the Midwest. They close during the wintertime and everybody's rushing looking for the next campground job in the South. But what if you could do something slightly different and take yourself out of competition with other RVers or other people or van life or schoolies or whatever looking for their next job? Make sure you subscribe to my channel because I'm going to be putting up more videos. I'm doing a one-on-one live later on my Patreon page. So I would love to have you guys come on over to my Patreon page and subscribe to that as well. And I'll be doing some videos where we'll be going over some stuff. And it's a more smaller, intimate setting. So follow us over on Patreon. Now, one of the things I really want to point out to you guys that you may not hear very often is that a lot of these jobs have high turnover, so they're always hiring. When you're dealing with transients and people who live in on the go, a lot of times we live with the thought process that I don't have to stay if I don't want to, right? So here it is, they have a high turnover. So it's always good to go and check out these websites. They're all, you can always sign up for the email where they'll continually keep sending you jobs at different places that they're going to be. But keep in mind, as winter kicks up, it's harder and harder to get to these places when you're driving, especially if you're not used to driving in icy conditions or in bad weather. So it's great to start looking at them now. A lot of them are hiring now, and you could get in and get some work and get settled before the bad weather settles in. So I just kind of wanted to share that with you guys, because I know a lot of times people don't know where to go or what to look for. So I figured that I'd come on and kind of share some tips of some things that I've learned, some things that I've found, and then that way you can go and take a look and see what you can find to be able to help you with your journey as well. Now, if you subscribe to my channel, you can take a look at some of the travels that we've been, some of my videos that kind of talk about work camping and what's that like. Today, I'm going to be doing a video about camp hosting and giving a little bit more information about that. And I'm going to be trying to put out some more videos to kind of help people that have an interest in maybe full-time RVing. So if you're looking for a job, please check out my channel. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you leave this video with a thumbs up. If you would like to show your love and appreciation for us, go ahead on and send us a gift. We always appreciate that. We're going to be pulling out soon, so all of your gifts are absolutely welcomed, and we would love to have you be a part of our journey and take it with us. As I am learning things, as we are picking places and doing things, I'm going to be doing more lives. I'm going to be doing some more videos. I know people really like the campground videos where we go and take a drive and kind of look at the campground where we're staying and give you guys some feedback on what we see and what's there and how we like it, because we never know where you're traveling to. You might be traveling in an area we've already been and you want to know what the campground looks like. So we're going to be doing those as well. I am so excited, you guys, and I am so glad to have you following the journey. So if you have any questions about work camping, if you have any questions about, hey, what do you guys, how do you find work in the winter months? Like I said, I have some videos I just put out. Please subscribe to our channel. Our goal is to have 5,000 subscribers by the end of this month, and we are almost there, and we can't do this without you, okay? Thank you so much, Mads. Do you have any questions about maybe some work camping jobs? Maybe you have questions about how to find winter jobs. Maybe you're looking for a quick gig and make some good money really fast. Now is the time to be looking at those things. The Sugar Beet Farm, they have one in Minnesota, Michigan, and I think in one other place. It's in the video where you can go and you can make about $6,000 or $4,000 in about a month's time. But you got to be willing to work some long hours and be consistent and working every single day. Now, if that's something you can't commit to, maybe that's not something for you. You can always check out the pumpkin patches and the Christmas tree farms. They are hiring, and they offer you a spot in the whole nine, and you can work for them just for the season and make some really good money. Just keep in mind that you're going to be working 7 days a week and some really long hours. But when you're done, you'll have that lump sum of money to be able to move forward with your travels. And sometimes that's all people need. Plus, you get a free space. So there are a lot of options out there that maybe people don't know about. And I just want to share the knowledge that I have with you, just in case you're interested in doing something a little bit different or you need it. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, you guys. Subscribe, because I'm going to be putting out videos all the time. Some are informational, some are travel, some of us just hanging out. If you want to do a little bit more intimate setting where you can ask questions and we can kind of dialogue, guess what? Go on over to our Patreon page and become a member, okay? And don't forget, we love to have your support here. So if you want to drop us a gift, you can make sure to do that as well. Everything is appreciated, and it helps us to put out more content, and we become partners in making things happen. So we would love to have your support here on our YouTube channel. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much. If you guys, please make sure you leave us a thumbs up and that you subscribe. Yes, 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 yes. UPS, FedEx, all those places are hiring. I don't know if they provide any kind of like place for RVers to live or hook up, but I do know that Amazon is hiring, and they give a stipend to full-time RVers to help pay for a space. Now, with that being said, you always have the campgrounds that are near that know you get a stipend, and they can sometimes jack up the price to kind of get the maximum money because they feel like it's not coming out of your pocket per se, all of it. And so they want to make it more, especially if you are going to Amazons and places, distribution centers that are in areas where it's normally very cold and there a lot of campgrounds are not open. They could take advantage of the fact that they might be the only one open, and they could charge you whatever they want. That is a problem, and it does happen. We were coming back from Maine, and we were cutting through Connecticut, and a lot of the campgrounds were starting to close. They were $100 a night. And this was like for a back end water and electric site. It gets ridiculous, right? So you want to make sure that if you are doing these kind of jobs and you're finding places, do a little research, because you don't want people to try to get over you and gouge your eyes out. But you got to be honest as well, right? A lot of times folks get the job, they get the space, they get the money, and they try to lowball people. Do what's right, do what's fair, and and it doesn't mess it up for all those behind you that are coming in the past. So that is what you are looking for. There are a lot of jobs. Thank you so much for that. What is that? Tasio, Mr. and Mrs. Stewart. I can't see the pictures very small, so I'm going to say Mr. Stewart. Thank you. Target is hiring. There are a lot of seasonal jobs, but they are great if you have a brick and mortar home. Like if you are staying in a stable place, you have an apartment, you have a home. If you are what we consider a seasonal RVer, right? Meaning that through the summer you RV intermittent and then you go home, right? And you have a home to actually go to, and you winterize your camper and you put it away, right? Those type of jobs are great. If you are visiting and you're in an area and you are what we call driveway surfing, okay? So you're staying in somebody's driveway within your RV or your van or whatever, and you can be there for the entire season. Those type of jobs are great. Hobby Lobby, Michael's, Target, all those places are absolutely great. But if you are like us and you're an RVer and you live in your RV 24/7, 7 days a week, around the clock, and you have to have a space, because when it gets winter, some places it can get brutal, it can get negative, and you want to make sure you have electric, you want to make sure you have access to propane so you're staying warm, you want to make sure that your underbelly is skirted so the cold air does not get up under your camper, and so on and so forth. Now, with that being said, you want to make sure you are finding jobs that are conducive to full-time RVing, right? That there are options for you, like a space, because you're going to need that. Yes, Target, all these other places are hiring, but it's only good if you already have a space and a place that you can hunker down for a while. So we are looking at places that will offer you a space either at free or a very, very low cost, so you can still make some money, because the goal is not to make money off of you. Okay, is to make money off of the people that are coming and having enough staff to be able to service them. So that is why a lot of the resorts are not looking to gouge your eyes out. They do a dormitories type staying. If you are, say you are in your early 20s and you don't know what you're going to do with your life yet, and you just want to work and save some money, this would be great for you, because they have the cafeteria where you can eat. There's a dormitory style where you can stay, and you're working to make money. And I think it's like $20 a week to stay there. So it's perfect. They also, for RVers, they have spaces. They're very limited, but they do have full hookup spaces where you could back in and work and be able to stay. Now, those websites that offer this information, that is what my video is about, and you can check that out. If you subscribe to the channel, you can go over there and take a look at those videos, and it'll go through each one of them, and it shows you how much they pay, where they are, what the job details, and a lot of them do not require a whole lot of experience, right? I mean, a lot of stuff is routine, and you have to learn the way that specific company does things. So different levels, whether it's maintenance, grounds, housekeeping, whether you are working the ski lift or taking tickets or working in the cafeteria or at the front desk, housekeeping or maintenance, there's a job for everybody. And so that is what I wanted to kind of share with you guys, because I know if you're new to all of this, it can be a bit much, right? And it's nice to have somebody to kind of help navigate you to different things and share what we've learned. We've been full time RVing now for going on about 5 years. This is our fifth year. And the first year, I can tell you, I ended up writing a book about it. It's on Amazon. It's called Miles of Memories. I can tell you, it was a learning curve. There was a lot of things that we had to learn that we did not know when we first got out on the road. It was a lot of options that we were not sure that we knew that we had. We met a lot of people along the way that helped us know things. And so I am just passing on that information to you, because sometimes it's helpful to have somebody to kind of help guide you on things you may not know are available to you, especially if it's your first year or your first time doing it, or you're thinking about it and you're wondering, how do people pay for their lives on the road? How do you keep going? What do you do for money? Where do you stay? All those things are legitimate questions. And Cedric just came in the middle of my live and turned the microwave on. So if you guys hear some noise, it is 100% him. I was doing a informative, important live, and now you've cut the mood because the microwave is going and his machine is running outside. But anyway, we were talking about finding winter job leads and how important they are. Yes, I was kind of telling everybody where you can go and some of the videos that I've done in the past that they can go and subscribe and learn. Cedric is a prime example of maintenance. Like, he's pretty much running this place and he knows how to do different things. Yep. So when we go to different places, he can transfer those skills. Now, that's another thing I want to make sure you guys know. Don't sleep on your skills, right? One-page resumes will be great because nobody's reading 2 or 3 pages and seeing what you did. If you know you've done the same job and it's pretty repetitive, do it as a skills resume and not so much as a per job resume. You can say, my skill is doing this and I have XYZ experience, because right now HR, that's all they're looking at, is for people to fill these spots, and they're looking for key things and experience. So if you have been working at these campgrounds, you have customer service skills, you have conflict resolution skills, you have a lot of things that you can put on your resume that will be attractive to people, that will get you a higher paying job and showing experience. I know a lot of times when you work in seasonal jobs, a lot of people dismiss it because they feel like, oh, well, I was only there 6 months. But that doesn't matter. It's a seasonal job you're applying for. Plus, seasons add up. So if you did 6 months 1 year, 6 months another year, that's a year. That's a year worth of experience, right? Even though you've worked this job only 6 months, you can put the skill as a whole and not as a company that you've acquired the skill, and then put the overall. So whenever I apply for a job and we're doing seasonal work, I don't put the last job that I was only there 6 months, because then people only want to give you credit for 6 months of experience at that particular job. I start all the way back at 2022 when we started work camping, period. And I list all of the skills I've acquired under that. And then I say, hey, I have worked and these are the skills I've acquired, and I've been doing the same job for the last few months. And they take that and incorporate it as as an experience over the years, which will help bump up your pay. See, I'm telling you these things for free, right? I'm helping you for free. So as a full-time RVer and as a person who works seasonal, do not put that information down as a negative and say, well, I worked at the KOA for 6 months. No. If you've been work camping for 4 years, 3 years, 2 years, put I have 2 years experience doing this, because you're putting collectively that you've been doing it every single year, and from the time you started to this year's date, you're adding all that information in there. And I'm telling you, it's going to help you bump up in pay. It's going to help people to feel confident that you know exactly what you're doing, and don't lie on your application. If your computer skills are not good, don't put that you got excellent computer skills. Say you have moderate knowledge of the computer. People will train you, okay? So there's no need to not be honest whenever you're applying for certain things. I am just trying to help you because I know we're all trying to make it, and not everybody lives a traditional life. I don't live a traditional life, and I absolutely love it. I've had people ask me, how long are you guys going to be living like that? How long are you going to be living in an RV? I don't know, but I'm not mad at it. I enjoy my lifestyle. It's not the traditional. We've done that. We've raised our children. I'm not in a rush to go back and pay somebody else's mortgage and trying to come up with a fees to move into apartments and all that kind of stuff where I don't ever own it. This is my little piece of home ownership, and I we were working on trying to get something a little bit bigger, right, so we can have a 1 bedroom house on the road versus a 1 bedroom apartment, right? So you think of them not as campers or endless camping trip, think of them more as housing, right? So then if you get something small as shotgun where there's no slide outs, then think of that more of an efficiency, right? An efficiency apartment. You get something with a slide out and either has a booth or a couch, you could think of that as a 1 bedroom apartment, right? And then if you get something that has a living space, a kitchen and all that stuff, think of it more of it as a 1 bedroom house. And I'm telling you, if you go to these RV shows, you will find out lots of information. They are making these places more and more sophisticated as the day go by. So it's not like what it used to be. It's not like when your grandparents used to go camping. They have turned these places into some pretty sophisticated places. So don't sleep on it. Don't sleep on it. And one of the ways of really getting the full benefit of being a full-time RVer is owning your home, owning the camper, okay? Owning the truck. So when you do work, guess what? The money that you make is all profit. You can save it because a lot of the campgrounds are paying you to, they're allowing you to live there for free. You don't have water and electric, and I look for those types of places specifically. A lot of campgrounds, if they can, they'll say, okay, that you work a little bit and then you pay for your site. I don't want to pay you to work for you. So I look for the ones that say you get a free site, and that way it comes with the free water, free electricity. I don't mind paying for my propane. I don't mind paying for my laundry. That's totally fine. But you want to make sure that you're looking for specific things. And with these winter jobs, they know that they have a hard time finding people wanting to be in those areas, so they pay very well and they offer a spot. So you guys, please make sure that you are subscribing to the channel, and if you have any other questions, make sure that you are letting me know and I can get those questions answered for you. So I have enjoyed our time together. I kind of wanted to just come on and let you guys know, please, please, please do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Go check out the new videos that I posted. There are 2 new videos, and they're going to be talking about job leads for the winter, and I want to make sure that you guys are ready and prepared and looking for work so you can keep continuing to travel and enjoy the experience, because that's what it's about. And usually whenever we are taking new jobs, we usually try to go someplace we've never been so we could still explore, we could still have a an experience of new things. We're still traveling, we're still able to put out videos, and that's why we got into this in the first place. So I just want to say thank you so much for coming in and hanging out with me for this short time. This video was just meant to be very informational, so I hope that you gain some knowledge from it. And if you have any questions, make sure you subscribe. Pepper, make sure my dog, make sure you subscribe, but also go over to our Patreon page, because we would love to have you follow us over there. We're going to be doing more intimate lives where you can ask more questions and we could do some more one-on-one conversation. So just some more one-on-one conversation. So make sure that you guys are subscribing to our Patreon page. We totally appreciate that. Make sure that you're subscribing here, because we're going to be putting out more and more videos, especially as we're getting ready to pull out. We're going to be putting up some videos and kind of taking you along with our journeys. If you have any questions about winter camping, please make sure that you drop a comment in the comment section and we will get those things answered for you. So thank you so much, you guys, for watching and hanging out and being a part of our journey. Thank you for your gifts. We really appreciate that. Thank you for becoming Patreon members and helping us to make more video and crank out more content. We really appreciate that. And we will see you on the next video. Thank you so much for watching, you guys, and have a wonderful day.